Hey guys, welcome back to Coliseum Comics Club. I'm Crystal.
And I'm still Tyler.
I don't think that's gonna change. If you tuned in with us yesterday, you saw that we had some chapters available from some comics you may or may not have heard of. Today we're going to continue some and hopefully introduce you to some more. We're gonna jump right into it with chapter 2 of Dogman, and it is called Robo Chief.
Robo Chief.
Tyler brought his awesome Robo Chief voice, so I can't wait to hear it. Now, let's just jump right in. One day, this happened.
Just doing the voices of the chief.
That's fine.
Bird dropped on him. Splash! I'm back! Clunk.
Oh, he tripped over the dog.
No, dog man! No! Stop! Get off! Bad doggy! Bad dog man! Why do you always have to do that?
Oh, he's not having a good day.
So the chief walks into his office to find who chewed up all my dirty tissues, who ate all my slippers, and who peed on my floor. Everybody in my office, now! Then everyone jumps into his office. All right, which one of you chewed up my tissues, ate my slippers, and peed on my floor? Oh, everyone's looking right at Dogman. Just as I suspected. Everybody out except Dogman. You are in big trouble. Definitely yelling at that Dogman.
I feel bad for Dogman. He's just doing what comes naturally to a dog. Psst. Hey, Chief, the mayor's here.
Uh-oh. Send her right in. Wham! Howdy, Mayor.
Don't howdy Mayor me. Have you seen today's news? And it says, Chief is soft on crime. Petey escapes from jail 8 times. Latest poll, everybody hates Chief. You are in big trouble, Chief. You better straighten up, or I'll replace you with a robot.
Slam.
That was pretty good.
Hey, thanks. And then we see the Dogman noticing the chief is very upset, so he goes over to his desk and he starts to lick him. Chief does not like that. But then, he does. Who doesn't love a dog's affection, right? Even if it's a half a dog, yeah.
It's a little weird, but you get used to it. Suddenly, Dogman's super ears heard something. He rushed to the window. Soon, my evil plan will become a reality. Is that the mayor?
It's the mayor.
I like her laughing like the cat. Dogman followed Mayor to a strange factory. Robotime Industries.
Robotime Industries.
He peeked through a window and recorded evidence on his phone. So, Dr. Scum, how is our evil robot coming along?
Pretty good.
Awesome. Soon, I shall use him to take over the city. My evil plan will begin in 33 seconds.
Cool.
33 seconds later.
Petey, you got a package.
Give me it. What's this? To Petey from Mayor? Rip, rip, rip.
Invisible spray.
Ooh. Shake, 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 shake. Voila! Awesome! Now I'm completely invisible. Oh, God!
Yeah? Uh-oh! Petey's gone! Where did he go? Petey?
I love being invisible.
And if you take notice, there's a couple empty panels, but obviously Petey is in those panels, walking straight by the guard.
I wonder what he's going to do.
Splash! A ghost!
Soon, Petey walked out of cat jail. Free at last!
Then, ring ring. Hello?
There's been a jail escape!
Where?
At the jail!
Oh! Hey, Chief! Petey busted out of the jail again! Oh no!
Soon, the mayor returned to the police station.
Wham!
Chief, check this out. Petey escapes again. I tried to warn you, but you leave me no choice. You're fired, bub. Dr. Scum, send in the chief's replacements.
Okay. And then we have a big truck that says Robotime Incorporated, and out comes the Robo Chief. Clunk, clunk, clunk. I am Robo Chief.
Robo Chief is your new boss, and I am Robo Chief's boss.
Must obey, Mayor.
Now that Chief is gone, I can run this town my way. And you better not try to stop me, or you'll end up in the junkyard!
So we see Dogman running out of the cop station, right up to the chief. Sorry, Dogman, I got fired. You must go without me. Be a good boy. Make me proud. And obviously the chief is gonna cry and walk away. Dogman is very sad. Meanwhile,
It's good to be king. Okay, Dr. Scum, it's time to put our evil plan into action.
no problem.
Soon, Dr. Scum and his team of bad guys built a bunch of rotten businesses. And what do we have here? We have Times burglar supplies, carjack lessons.
Counterfeits. In case you didn't know what counterfeits is, it's fake money
Illegal stuff for sale.
and stolen goods.
All the good stuff. And all cops were ordered to stay away.
Don't go near the new mayor's stores, or you will be fired.
It was the perfect crime. Except for one thing. Hey! Look at all those rotten stores!
Hackers Are Us and Super Scam.
Invisible Petey was not happy. Somebody's trying to muscle in on my territory. I have to stop those evil jerks. There can only be one villain in this town. Invisible Petey got right to work. Oh, that wasn't the point. It's okay. It was funny. He followed each customer into the rotten stores.
Bill's bombs. I'll take one bomb, please.
Okay, here you go. But then...
Hey, my pants fell down. Now they fell back up. Zip. It's a ghost.
Invisible Petey followed other customers.
Into evil stuff.
Into other rotten stores.
Into bully supplies.
And pulled their pants down too!
Into mean machines.
And there's a triple flipperama, so if you guys remember from the first chapter we had a oneer, now we got a threer.
So if you do the flip on these two pages, you'll see three different characters with their pants going up and down. And it says, what goes up must come down and then back up again.
Thanks for covering that. It's kind of cute.
Well, their pants aren't covered.
And so... It's a ghost!
Let me out of here!
Soon...
Bzz, bzz.
Hi, Dr. Scum. What's up?
Mayor, it's a disaster! All of your rotten stores are haunted! An invisible ghost is scaring all the customers away!
An invisible ghost? Petey? Robo Chief, get in here.
Yes, Mayor.
Go find Invisible Petey and destroy him.
Yes, sir. Robo Chief ran into town and started a attack. Invisible Petey, prepare to meet thy doom. Invisible Petey was not afraid.
I ain't afraid.
Invisible Petey ran into a rotten store.
I'm right over here.
Oh yeah? Pow! The bad guy's store went kaboom! Invisible Petey had zipped away just in time. He ran to another rotten store.
Hey, Robo Dude, I'm over here now.
Oh yeah? Pow! Again, Petey zipped away just in time. Kablam! Invisible Petey ran from rotten store. Buckling! To the rotten store.
You missed me.
LaBoof! Until every rotten store was gone. Invisible Petey ran to the playground.
Bet you can't catch me.
He ran over to the corkscrew slide.
I'm down here.
Oh yeah! Pow! Another rocket right into the slide went whoop. Kablamo! Soon, ring ring.
Hello, Dr. Scum. Did Robo Chief destroy Invisible Petey? Dr. Scum told the mayor bad news. No! Mayor had one last plan up her evil sleeve. She drove to the cop station. Dogman! You must stop Invisible Petey. Use your nose to sniff him out. Go get him!
Dogman ran to the town. Soon he picked up a scent.
Uh-oh. Here comes Dogman. Yikes! That was a close one.
Dogman chased Invisible Petey all over town.
But Invisible Petey was just too quick. You'll never catch me, Dogman, because I'm covered with invisible spray. And I'm never washing it off.
Then, Dogman got an idea. Dogman ran to a nearby kiddie pool and dived right in. Splash! Dogman was all wet. Now it was time to dry off.
Okay.
And we have another fliporama. You can do this at home. And it is called Super Soca. You can see Dogman beginning to shake his little booty there and get all that water off. There we go.
I'm sure you guys have dogs at home who do this all the time.
I know I do. The water sprayed everywhere. And soon...
Hey! I'm getting all wet! My invisibility spray is washing off. Oh!
Now Dogman could smell Petey and see him.
Now, wait! I can explain.
Click.
Rats!
Soon...
Ladies and gentlemen, today we honor Dogman because he captured Petey and stuff. Get up here. Speech, speech.
Dogman did not know how to give a speech, but he knew how to play a video. Takes out his phone, beep, 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 and he looks like he just automatically sends it to the TV in the back.
How is our evil robot coming along?
Pretty good.
Awesome. Soon I shall use him to take over the city. Wait. I can explain.
Click.
Oh, boo-hoo.
1 week later... Hi, cops! I'm the new mayor! It's my job to appoint a new chief. Who should I pick? Who do you think he's gonna pick? Before I turn the page here.
His old chief, I think.
Dogman chomps the chief hat right from the new mayor. Where's he going?
Beats me.
Everybody chased Dogman across town until he got to the ex-chief's house.
Awesome.
Ding dong. Oh, hi, Dogman. Plop. Oh, you got slobber on me.
So Chief got his old job back. And soon, everything was back to normal.
Hey! That's it.
And that's it for chapter 3.
Chapter 2.
2.
Chapter 3.
I read chapter 3 because it was right.
It's right on top.
Yeah, so stay tuned, guys. Chapter 3 coming soon. I love the adventures of Dogman. Can I just say that?
It's fantastic. I'm gonna miss RoboCop though, Robo-Chief.
Hey, good job on the robot voice though.
Hey, thanks.
I could not pull that off to save my butt.
You guys do robot voices? Do them all the time at home. Everyone loves them. They're great.
Absolutely. So guys, let's check out another chapter. So welcome back. We're continuing on with day 3, and today we're going to get around to part 2 of our Treasure Island story. So,
You ready, friend?
Yeah, let's jump right in.
All right, part 2. We had been sailing for a few weeks, heading to our secret destination. The weather had remained mild. The wind constant. The journey seemed to be off to a good start. And despite my initial confusion, I considered myself satisfied with my role as an assistant to the ship's cook.
What are you waiting for, boy? Get to work.
I was sharing my space and my days with Silver. And to tell you the truth, it wasn't bad at all.
He's good, our Jim. You really like making these potato sculptures, eh?
Yeah. Pieces of 8. Pieces of 8. I kept his kitchen clean, and when I had time, I worked on my hobby. In exchange, he taught me things he'd learned during his decades of experience sailing.
Watch out for the wave, boy. To starboard. Well done, Captain. But now the soup is calling us.
Elaborate knots. Pieces of 8. Pieces of 8. And macabre, unrepeatable stories. You aren't serious, right? He introduced me to Israel Hound, the coxswain, his good friend, a practical, cautious, and cunning old sea dog.
I'm sure you two will have lots to talk about.
And who didn't like to chat? There were also other cabin boys on board, more or less my age.
Hey, Vic, does this deck look clean to you? I want to see it shine like MacGuffin's bald head. Is that clear?
But Long Pete didn't pay any of them attention like he paid me.
Let's go, boy. Duty calls.
I was flattered. All the more so since the entire crew respected Silver and obeyed him. What are you staring at? Didn't you hear, Silver? It was almost like he was the real captain, not Lockett. And speaking of, Ohani and Lockett were still glaring at each other. The squire didn't hide his dislike of the captain, who didn't speak unless spoken to and gave short replies that always ended with the usual phrase.
Is there a problem, Captain?
I don't like this voyage. Not that this bothered me or anyone else, though. As a matter of fact, I couldn't remember even having been so happy. It's true, a good part of my happiness came from getting to know the man I'd myself found with, who was gruff in his own protective way.
What are you doing, little mite? I thought you were busy with the broom.
I've gotten used to Long Pete Silver. In fact, I was fond of him.
You have a diary like a sissy. What a disgrace. Go get your hands dirty.
And deep down, I hoped that adventure would never end.
Did you hear, Bert? Seems by tomorrow morning we ought to spot land.
Nothing like stretching out the legs on the sand. Well, I can't wait to hit the hay. Silver makes me work harder than my aunt did. Apple barrel, yum. A bedtime snack? Oh, I guess I'm not the only one who have felt a little peckish between me. Oops! And he fell right into the barrel.
Poor guy.
Aha! I've got you. Were you trying to escape now, huh? Huh?
Not, Captain of the Walrus was blocked. I was quartermaster because of this alternative leg, you might say.
Yeah, the Walrus, a legend of the sea, and Blot, the most voracious of captains.
That's true. But I'll tell you something, young Vic. There was those that feared Pew, and others that were terrified of Blot, of course. But I guarantee you that Blot was scared of me. Oh, I don't doubt it, Long Pete. That was yours, sorry.
I don't doubt it, Long Pete. I've heard stories about you. Tell me, are they all true?
The more brutal they are, the more authentic they are, young lad.
I don't know what hurt me more, discovering Silver's true nature, or seeing him share with Vic the same affection he'd shown me.
And I'll be honest, boy, I like that admiring look in your eyes. I bet you're going places.
No, hold on there, Pete. Here's what I want to know. How long are we gonna stay here hanging around like a bumbo? I've had enough of Captain Lockett. I have. I want to go on to that cabin. I want their tea, their pickles, and their treats.
Well said, Hound. Let's ditch the buffoons.
What are we waiting for?
Shut your trap, Israel. And you lot keep quiet, too. You are going to keep your head down, and the rest of you will do nothing till I give the word. Is that clear? Listen to me carefully. We have a first-rate captain taking us there. We couldn't do better. The squire and the doctor have the map, not I. Now I want them to be the ones finds the loots and helps us bring it aboard. If I had my way, and if I trusted you bums, I'd wait till Lockett brought us back halfway before I dealt the blow. But I know your sort. Always in a rush. All right? Blast it. We'll get rid of them on the island. As soon as the loot's on board.
Hooray for Silver!
Yes, it's a great plan.
Kneel back to the deck. No one will be the wiser.
Vic, pass me an apple, boy.
Right away, Silver. So, our little squire is stuck in the apple barrel there. Forget that, Pete. Let's have a go at the pretentious tea of 27. What do you say?
Of course, Hound. It's the one from the last haul, is it?
Kept for the best occasion, Silver.
Land ho at 11 o'clock. Where? Let me see. Push me again and I'll throw you off the ship.
What'd I tell you, Bert? We're here. Soon we'll be having coconut water for breakfast.
Where are you going, little mite? You're going to the wrong side. You know that, right? We've almost done it, young Jim. Our destination is a stone's throw away. It's a sweet spot, this island. You'll bathe, climb trees, play with goats. You'll like it. And when you want to do a bit of exploring, let old Pete know, all right? I'll make you a snack to bring along.
There he was, Long Pete Silver, as kindly, caring, and affectionate as ever. It made me feel like even more betrayed. But I had something more urgent to think about. I absolutely had to meet the captain.
Did you hear, Jim? The island's been sighted.
Doctor, there's something you should know. We took advantage of the excitement on deck to meet in secret Lockett. Didn't waste time blaming Ohani. Instead, he drew up a plan. First point, we go on. Turning back now would cause an immediate revolt. Second point, we take our time. At least until we found the treasure. As long as they don't know, we have time to think about how to face them. Third point, we act so as they take them by surprise and they'll least expect it. Fourth point, we have a spy, someone those men trust, and that would be you, Jim.
Ooh, Jim's getting a lot more than he bargained for.
And anchor
We've cast
sunk.
Oh, we've cast anchor. Let's go see, boy.
There was a great confusion on deck, where the men were in small groups whispering and sulking. The nearness of the island was making them nervous and untrustworthy. The simplest order was received, reluctantly accompanied by a glare. We felt mutiny in the air, so Lockett decided to give the men permission to go ashore for a bit. For his part, he was firmly determined to stay in control of the ship. What he didn't know was that I also had a sudden urge to disembark, taking advantage of all the confusion. I did my best to slip unobserved.
Hey, Mouskins!
Uh-oh, but it didn't succeed.
Wait for me on the bank. We'll walk together. What's wrong, Jim? Where you running off to? Wait!
And Jim runs right into the bush. I flew like the wind, jumping, stooping, breaking branches to open a path through the forest. Until I no longer heard the voices of the pirates or Silver's calls at all. Only then did I stop. Huh? Who goes there?
Ben Goof. And it's been years since I've talked to anyone. Yuck.
Oh, for a moment I was afraid.
How dare you? So I'm no one, huh?
What?
Come on, Goof. You're being too sensitive again. I mean no one aside from the two of us. I'm not buying that, Ben. I know what you mean. Go on, tell him you don't like me then. Tell him. You can't stand me.
It took a while to realize I was witnessing a tiff between this guy and himself. It was like I was talking to two different people with two opposite personalities. One Ben was convivial, gentle, bumbling, optimistic, and careful.
It's not that I can't stand you. I mean, it's that I don't, well, I can definitely stand you. That is, I like you.
And the other, Goof, was argumentative, bullying, reckless, and moody.
Can you hear yourself? You admitted it, and now you're just trying to fix things. And to think of it, word for me, hey, there's someone here. Incredible, but true. What do you say? We stop fighting for a minute and concentrate on...
Jim Mouseskins.
Oh.
I've disembarked from the...
Jim Mouseskins, you're a lucky mouse. Believe me, boy, Ben Goof's the one you need to solve any problem.
I don't have any problems. That is, when I think about it, maybe I do have a few little problems, but mine were nothing in comparison with the other ones he had. It wasn't that you could believe everything he said. Well, they said.
I promise you, Jim Mouseskins, I'm rich. What am I saying, rich? Extra rich, super rich.
But I began to understand why he was a little confused after all that had happened. He told me he'd never been a member of the crew on the legendary Walrus, Captain Bolt's ship. Oh, you too? What is this, a trap?
No, a crazy adventure. Listen, we came here with the treasure, and I disembarked with the captain and 6 other men, and to bury the chest... Don't blab too much, Ben. Can we trust him? But we're friends now, Goof. Don't you remember how long we wished someone would come find us?
You knew Long Pete, Silver, and Plotty Bones then?
You bet! Silver was a quartermaster, and Bones was first mate of the Walrus. They both stayed on board with the rest of the crew.
And then what happened?
I don't know exactly how to explain it. The island was so wild and full of rare plants and insects and animals that had never been seen before.
Fast you layabouts, we've got things to take care of.
That I ended up wandering off to look around a bit, instead of following Blot, who was making my companions march who knows where. I went off exploring, and I forgot about them.
And Blot and his crew must have thought it was better to lose someone like Ben Goof than find him again.
Still, toward evening, I heard the assembly signals sound across the island.
Boom, boom, boom.
But then I was too far from the mooring to reach it before dark. Later, I discovered things weren't so bad after all. The island's full of bitter herbs and fruits for making great broths and tasty soups. By the way, if you want to taste the...
Boom, boom.
Well, what was that?
Cannon fire. They begun to fight, and I abandoned the ship. Oh no, how will I ever get back on board? Silver and his men must have gotten hold of their weapons.
I have a canoe I built with my own hands. It's hidden under this white rock. You can borrow it when night falls, so...
Oh, more gunshots. Can you tell where they're coming from? Everything's echoing here. Where could the Priscilla be now?
Well, the sea, I guess.
Look, Ben, a quarter of a mile to the right. We found it. I would find out what had happened aboard the Priscilla as soon as I found Dr. Livesey again.
But in the interest of completeness and order, I prefer to explain it here.
Once they had noticed my disappearance, Lockett and Ohani, who had stayed on the ship that was left to the restless crew, decided to send the doctor to the island to look for me. And that was how Livesey, venturing up a hill, discovered a fort. A small stronghold made of tree trunks, surrounded by a solid fence, and favored by the presence of a spring. He saw immediately that it was a safe place, completely out of the Bristol's line of sight.
We need to take refuge here as soon as possible if we don't want to end up at the mercy of the mutineers.
Back on the ship, Livesey loaded up the last dinghy.
Gunpowder, muskets, biscuits, bacon, tea, and your precious box of medicines, Horatio. It's a little bulky, to tell you the truth. Do you really want to talk about bulk, Adam? If someone here weren't so voluminous, there would be room for other things on this boat.
Taking advantage of the idealness on deck, where the crew was waiting for Silver to return. The doctor, the squire, and the captain fled on the dinghy unobserved. Or almost. Get a move on, squire. Only save what's essential.
That's what I'm doing, Lockett.
That's when the cannon fire Ben Goof and I heard blasted the stern of the little boat to pieces. The pirates who were scattered around the island didn't realize what was happening, so the three men weren't able to shut themselves in the fort, all in one piece, but with ruined supplies.
And feeling a bit peckish. You could try thinking about something other than your refreshments.
Here, despite the squire's vigorous protest, Lockett hastened to raise the colors.
Does that seem sensible to you, Lockett? Take that flag down immediately. It'll attract pirates.
Lower the Union Jack? Never! We'll show those scoundrels that we're not afraid of those cannonballs. And it was the very flag which I thought was waving from the mainmast of the Basilica that led me to the fort.
Now what are you doing? I'm updating the ship's log with your permission.
The only members of the crew who remain loyal are disembarking today and hoisting their British flag on the fort of Treasure Island with supplies for a week of half rations. Liam Lockett, captain. Horatio Livesey, ship's doctor. Adam O'Hany, ship's owner. And Jim Mouskins, cabin boy.
Jim, you're safe. We thought you were lost. Double gold, less than half rations.
It was Ben Goof who had encouraged me to go to the fort once we realized it wasn't the ship. It was he who reassured me that friends, not enemies, would be inside.
Believe me, Jim, in a place like this where only pirates land, Silver would definitely have waved the black flag.
But then, he did not want to follow me inside.
No, thank you. Too many people at once will just embarrass me, you see. Just tell them we're better off on our own. Why should I, if it's not true? We're so happy to have met Jim, and, by the way, should you need Ben, you know where to find him. In the cave under the White Rock. I wouldn't be so sure. That madman might be in an entirely different place, like at the top of a mountain picking stinky herbs. What do you have to complain about when it comes to my herbs, Goof? When I cook a soup, you eat it gladly. It's disgusting, my friend, but you don't make an effort to get much else for me to eat, so...
And so on. The latest squabble between Ben and Goof was lost in the foliage. Speaking of stinky herbs, Livesey had gone straight to work.
I found this old pot and thought I'd make myself useful by cooking something for lunch. After so much excitement, we all need energy, and so we don't cut into the provisions right away. I've gathered some leaves that...
Ugh, disgust. Delicious. I met someone you could share your love of herbs with. He's a pretty unique guy. Or maybe more accurate to say that they're unique guys.
He's here!
Ben Goof?
Pete Silver!
He must have come to parlay. I don't know why you've come, but I smell betrayal, Silver.
That's nothing like what I smell. Phew. What's on that fire? Whoever put that pot on needs a crash course in cooking, and I know what I'm talking about. I hope it wasn't young Jim. That would mean I didn't teach him a thing.
Cut to the chase, Silver. I didn't let you in to get your culinary opinion. What do you want?
Well, after your desertion, those poor devils on the Brasileira chose me as their captain. As the new commander, I'm here to claim the map. We'll find the treasure, we'll put you on the boat, and we'll leave you safe and sound somewhere, friends like before.
Now you listen to me, you despicable scoundrel. You'll come here one by one, unarmed, and I'll put you in irons and bring you to England for your trial. Those are the last friendly words I'll address to you, Silver. And now, get out of my sight. After this, difference of opinion, we knew an attack by the pirates was likely, but no one suspected that they were already positioned around the fort, waiting for a single meaningful look from Silver. Captain!
Charge! We'll show him who's boss. No mercy!
We weren't prepared, and we had no time to get weapons and load muskets. We had to hurry, so we used the deadliest thing we had available.
Yum! It's almost ready.
In this case, there was no doubt about what that was.
Hungry? Hey, what are you doing? You can't... It's not ready yet!
It was a ferocious battle, and I have to admit we were right to trust our sense of smell because...
Blur! Ugh.
We left those pirates without theirs, literally. Breathless, our adversaries ran for their lives while holding their noses to their camp on the beach, and everyone else could finally relax and breathe easy again. We did it!
Great work, partner!
Well, almost everyone.
That's just great. Now I have to go out again to look for edible plants. What do you say we have a well-deserved appetizer in the meantime?
I should have been a happy, satisfied, and carefree, and yet, for some reason, something was still bothering me. The image of Silver, that look on his face when he left. I still felt it on me, a little like the powerful smell of Lively's soup, which happened to be spreading across the island, and all the way into Ben Goof's nostrils.
Appetizing? Ugh, aberrant!
Part 2. Completed.
Part 2 complete. That's the end of part 2, I guess. Tune in a little later. We'll have part 3 on another day. Guys, thanks so much for listening. If this is your first time watching one of our videos, be sure to go back to the Coliseum of Comics Facebook page and check out the previous episodes so you can check out the initial chapters that go with the books that we read today. So you guys can kind of keep up and read along and we can all be on the same page.
Same page, I like it.
See what I did there?
Yeah.
Same page?
Yeah.
All right, guys, stay tuned. We have more coming your way.